Hi, this is Brad Constantine, and this is a podcast recording of the Old Testament. Although this is not an official recording of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, every effort's been made to be as doctrinally accurate as possible. I'll be using for the text the Joseph Smith translation of the Old Testament, along with many commentaries from general authorities of the Church, BYU professors, Bible scholars, and others. This format will be very detailed, and so if you want a deep analysis of the Old Testament, you come to the right place. Thanks for your attendance. And welcome back to the Old Testament podcast. This episode is going to be Ruth chapter 3. Then Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, My daughter, shall I not seek rest for thee, implying marriage, that it may be well with thee? And now is not Boaz of our kindred, that with whose maidens thou wast? Behold, he winnoweth barley tonight in the threshing floor. Wash thyself, therefore, and anoint thee, and put thy raiment upon thee, and get thee down to the floor, the threshing floor, but make not thyself known unto the man until he shall have done eating and drinking. And it shall be, when he lieth down, that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie, and thou shalt go in and uncover his feet, and lay thee down, and he will tell thee what thou shalt do. And she said unto her, All that thou sayest unto me I will do. And she went down unto the floor, and did according to all that her mother-in-law bade her. And when Boaz had eaten and drunk, and his heart was merry, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of corn or grain, and she came softly, and uncovered his feet, and laid her down. And it came to pass at midnight that the man was afraid, and turned himself, and behold, a woman lay at his feet. Now, it doesn't mean that he's not really afraid. It's just that a wind blows up and causes his feet to be cold because she's uncovered them, and he notices her. And he said, Who art thou? And she answered, I am Ruth, thine handmaid. Spread therefore thy skirt over thine handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman. This idiom means, Be my protector, or husband. When Boaz awoke from his sleep by the pile of grain, which he was guarding, as was the custom during harvest time, he was startled by Ruth's presence. She was direct in her proposal. The word rendered skirt also means wing, or her request is not unlike our idiom, Take me under your wing. The famous Hebraist says it was a proper proposal of marriage, even though the girl was doing the proposing. The idiom means protect me, or in other words, be my protector or husband. According to our customs, indeed, this act of Naomi and Ruth appears a very objectionable one from a moral point of view, but it was not so when judged by the customs of the people of Israel at that time. Boaz, who was an honorable man, and according to Ruth, no doubt somewhat advanced in years, praised Ruth for having taken refuge with him, and promised to fulfill her wishes when he had satisfied himself that the nearer Redeemer would renounce his right and duty. As he acknowledged by this very declaration that under certain circumstances it would be his duty as Redeemer to marry Ruth, he took no offense at the manner in which she had approached him and proposed to become his wife. On the contrary, he regarded it as a proof of feminine virtue and modesty that she had not gone after young men, but offered herself as a wife to an old man like him. This conduct on the part of Boaz as a sufficient proof that women might have confidence in him that he would do nothing unseemly, and he justified such confidence. That was by Keel. And verse 10, And he said, Blessed be thou of the Lord, my daughter, for thou hast showed more kindness in the latter end than in the beginning, inasmuch as thou followest not young men, whether poor or rich. And now, my daughter, fear not, I will do to thee all that thou requirest, for all the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman. And now it is true that I am thy near kinsman, howbeit there is a kinsman nearer than I. Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman's part, but if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee, as the Lord liveth. Lie down until the morning. So what's going on here is that there is another near kinsman, more near than Boaz, and he has the first right to take Ruth or not. And so that's what he's talking about. Verse 14, And she lay at his feet until the morning, and she rose up before one could know another. In other words, it was still dark outside. And he said, Let it not be known that a woman came into the floor. Also he said, Bring the veil, or cloak, or mantle, a square piece of cloth used as an outer robe, that thou hast upon thee, and hold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley, and laid it on her, and she went into the city. And when she came to her mother-in-law, she said, Who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her. And she said, These 6 measures of barley gave he me, for he said to me, Go not empty unto thy mother-in-law. Then said she, Sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall. For the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day. So, anyway, that's the end of the chapter, and we'll see how this concludes next time. See ya. Bye.